A little bit of late utility coming in, but delboNi to help out. And on the other side of the smoke, leads Fancy a push through while the CTs reload, but Landon lands 2 kills. While
to deny a bomb plant and catch these Astralis Talent players a little bit off here as he tries to find the shots, eventually gets it. niko goes down, but Void is very quick on the trade, and now yepz, he's made his position known. Vigo has had no issues taking that one down, but he's left in a 1v1 against EZT, who's already tapped the bomb and is pushing forwards, but no kit. Makes this a lot more difficult. Vigo is trying to waste as much time as he possibly can in this.
He's doing a great job. Gets the kill in the end anyway. English well enough at the time to understand what was going on. Either way, flashes out into A. Ooh, a nice entry from Void. Been used to seeing him do that with the AWP, but not a Galil. This time it was with that one. And, well, 3 CTs remaining. Just holding on to the same bomb site. Still on the train cart. And actually, Landon finds the kill from there. Gets traded, however, leaving DZT in a 1v4.
Way a 4th here. In case this M4 can do damage in the next round for them, DZT will be fine keeping this alive.
So Astralis Talent with just 1 AWP. We'll be seeing how they can deal with that. Ooh, Void already dealing with it nicely. Getting a nade stack. Ooh, and a wall bang. Okay. We don't usually... Basically part of your opening strategy, right? And now only 3 players remaining for the KC Sports side. They lost the B bomb site already and don't fancy their chances of retaking it. Instead, they want to head on over at least.
Ivy, and he might be able to catch these saving players as well. Oh, they line up for him, and he takes them both down.
Man on the back line here, so let's see what Vester can even accomplish, right? niko is already kind of expecting him and gets a lucky engagement there. He wasn't expected as much as he probably should have been. It's toward B, it seems. Smoke off toward the A site, and player in CT to take care of. But the AK, too good. niko sees one, kills him, falls back. Meanwhile, Vigo finds a kill onto the ladder room, and it looks like this split B turned into a split A, but it's going about as well as Plan A did, right? Landon gets the kill and leaves Void in a 1v4.
This would be special if he could win it, but he does get the first, so not too quickly as Landon.
That's what kills Counter-Strike in the end, doesn't it? So, early main aggression didn't exactly work. KC Sports a chance to recover economically themselves. An attack from Ivy now as delboNi checks from the green area and gets a double spray down.
Void's trying to push forward. He's trying to find something with his AWP, but can't do anything, and there you go. Final 2 kills roll on.
The all and end all for Astralis Talent, right? Really desperate to win this one in terms of the best of 3, and already off to a good start here. An entry onto B, leaving DZT all alone on B as he has to hide on the other side of the smoke, and just too many terrorists in too many places. He can't hold them back. Now this B bomb site has been taken with the retake on its way, but niko playing up close and personal is going to try and keep those aggressing counter-terrorists back. Already though, yepz finding a kill, but a trade follows.
Yeah, and that keeps Astralis Talent in this man advantage as yepz is trying to push forward for more, but niko, he's ready. He is steady. Leaving just delboNi. A 1 versus 3. A little kill found. That nade. Yeah, I think so. niko wasn't chasing as hard as he could.
Leaves the attack. yepz up close and personal to the smoke on Sandwich. Has to go huge here, but doesn't. Falls. And now the Astralis Talent pick up an early advantage here.
delboNi with 1 on that AWP. He's over by the back lanes. He can sort of mess up Astralis' day here, especially with that where that bomb's dropped. niko, he'll chime in with his own, and the smokes do allow Astralis Talent forwards. delboNi looking for an angle. I thought he might end up shooting his teammate there, but looks away. And KC Sports, they have themselves a man advantage in this retake, and look at DZT's position as well. He's coming in through A main, and he could find players on the back lines here and really ruin their day. There goes Void, and that's one of the Astralis Talent defenders gone. 2 left to play for. Make it just 1 over by Sandwich Altekz. A world on his shoulders. Yeah, it's 1, but that's all he can manage. As Case, they'll keep on fighting.
A little bit scary that they only had one defuse kit, so if they start pushing and the initial kills go the way of Astralis Talent, especially if they down delboNi very far away from 2 AWPs and an AUG here for Case, and Astralis Talent on a full buy of their own. But this time, Brown Halls do go into their control, and a straight up B rush is called off the back of it.
Yeah, that early connector smoke, so that denies that or slows down the rotations for the KC Sports side. So look at all of the space they've been able to get here. Astralis Talent as they get the bomb planted. Altekz is even able to see underneath the smoke and gets himself two.
Condition them, expect it. Maybe we're going to be going for it, having one player like peeking from heaven and one from lower ramp, assisted with utility. But still, Astralis Talent fearless, just push into the brown halls, get the initial kill, and the resulting push just gets.
I mean, obviously it is the Case map pick as well, so remember that. But
yes.
It's still live for KC Sports. They did well against Astralis Talent on Overpass last time. It was a very close game in the end.
Exactly. They can still get it done there, so.
Yeah. And then obviously Dust 2 will be coming up. But,
oh, man.
Ego nailing down Nissim, who's trying to go aggressive after KC Sports already had an advantage. And now that's the advantage gone, DZT is going to equalize things back up from that bomb train, but needs to wait for his teammate to rotate in, and that is Landon, who's on a flank with the AWP. He's the one who has a kit as well.
Has to go huge here, and probably will have the option to do so. Spots one out, and as he's in a gunfight, Vigo does fall. If he's going to be hearing those footsteps or not. It looks like he hasn't turned around yet, so probably not very aware of the situation. There you go, from the back line here toward a choke point that they've exploited time and time again. Not really that well defended by the KC Sports side, as the AWP holding it. He was alone, does go down. Nissim has to go huge here with the AUG, but all he can find is one.
He does have armor. Might want to drop that over to Void potentially. But with Vesta finding another kill, this is just slipping away from KC Sports, and it's these sorts of rounds that are going to haunt this Brazilian side if they end up losing by the narrowest of margins here. As Astralis Talent, they look for 10. Double digits on the T-sided train.
Poggy?
Yeah, that is an insurmountable task going into the second half. Oh, that is clean.
And there you go. That's we're on ladder room. Yeah, he is above ladder room here, so going to be in a gunfight pretty soon, but good for the no-scope. Fair enough. Landon does get dinked, I believe, and I'm not sure with what that was. Was it through the wall into the head or some... Like, I don't know how he gets down to 10 HP with the enemy having an AK. I
think it was an M4.
He's going to have to make do with deagles and just a few grenades to their names. But an opening kill does go their way, so definitely an opportunity to make something happen here. An explosion onto A does result. The T-Boys trying to find a speedy entry here, as they do find some speedy kills, but aren't good for 2 in the connector area, so still with it all to play for here. 4 versus 3. 3 versus 3 make that.
But lots of flanks coming through from the KC Sports side, and that means that they can deny the plant. And the other 2 Astralis Talent players, they've already gotten themselves into after-plant positions that they now have to leave to go and retrieve that bomb. So time is dwindling on that clock, and space being made up by KC Sports, leaving Vigo all on his low. I think though Landon will have heard all these steps. delboNi has now spotted the leg.
Oh, and the head.
Yeah, showing all kinds of skin.
Just a distraction. The B aggression coming in toward the swarm of T's just waiting above the ladder room, as Vester does find the first, but will he be able to find a second? No. And as he doesn't,
they leave before showing themselves. Creates more unease in Astralis Talent as... Oh, goodbye, Void. Shot from the top of Pop as he tried to escape silently. It's given the KC Sports side that man advantage, and with Nixon just 4 HP, there's so much potential here for Case, but Altekz, he'll clip one. Instantly traded out, leaves his teammates to try and pick up the pieces. There's a player on site still. That is Nixon, who now shows himself, but he can't find anything. Vigo left alone, but he's just fighting everybody! Definitely not someone on the lens.
You know what else you can't prove? The fact that KC Sports are going to be able to, I mean, the fact that Astralis Talents are going to be able to hold this A bomb site, it's completely empty at this moment. The T's just walked on in, got the initial kill, but DZT holding on to the aggression. This is where the CTs were trying to make something happen instead of holding A, but instead they just walk over toward DZT, who finds up 3 nice headshots. That's going to be the round right there.
As a Void, he's just going to try and hold on to this AK that he's now dropped off of yepz. But players approaching him means that he's not going to be able to stay alive. At least he finds want to be taking this one. I think it's still going to be A with a bomb towards main. And as Vesta tries to take the fight, yepz will be able to win it out against him. The AK more powerful. Vigo is quick on the trade. He's looking for more. Gets a second. Can he find a third? Not quite, but Nixon's there to make sure that Astralis Talent, they keep the advantage. Leaving, just landing all on his lonesome. And he's going to be up against Astralis.
Until then, the P250, we've seen it overperform in recent times, so definitely a useful weapon to have, but not useful if you're already down players. However, there you go, land and answer players toward B. Well, one waiting in connector for a speedy rotate, and speedy he'll have to be because the take is on its way. Vigo already finds the first, and the defense strong enough to find 1 kill on the site. Now a 2v3 situation, still going to be a difficult round for the KC Sports boys, unless they can find some quick kills, and they do, but they're low HP.
Imagine a HE hit, that would just end everything and landing. Now the last player alive on that one single point of health. He's been able to trade out his teammate, and he actually suspects Vesta from the backlines, but the HP just isn't there. And Astralis Talent, they'll find 14 as they inch closer to securing KC Sports map pick. And as we said, a
utility on the right side this time. They can make their ways to the B, to the back line, and even go for a gunfight where they find a kill. Still, they do get traded, and another one falls into the hands of Astralis. So 4 versus 3 situation now as KC Sports, they're kind of stuck on the back lines, getting sprayed through the smokes and all kinds of stuff. Meanwhile, of course, Pop Dog gets completely dominated by Astralis, and, well, only one Case Esports player left on the back lines. That will be yepz, who increase their chokehold and retake this bomb site. Nixon up close should be able to get a kill, and doesn't actually, falls to Nissim, and Altekz is in a bit of trouble after getting that double back, but gets out of dodge and even gets a 3rd kill for his troubles, leaving 2 KC Sports players left alive, just deagles in their hands, hopes in their dreams, but bullets in their heads as Altekz. Of course, that one should be a foregone conclusion, though. And speaking of, let's take a look at this B rush here. delboNi, 2 speedy entries coming in already, and nothing from the CTs to answer, even once the Ts reach the site. Just 1 more left in the water, and, well, he's going to be dead in the water now. Just Vigo left, a 1 versus 4 situation, but has downed the bomb, so a little bit of an opportunity to go huge here. Should be going down any second, however, as the T's, all they have to do is peek him at the same time. Even just plant the bomb and force him into the open, and into the open it does force him. Can't even connect with the kill. That's B short, landing all the way up close with a AWP, goes down through the smoke. Altekz takes him. Likely for now, they are just baiting all of the utility out of the CT side, as the CTs have gone for a counter boost of their own, and, well, they don't find any presence there, but they do find a frag toward Monster. delboNi goes down.
There you go. And gives the Astralis Talent side more wriggle room. What a Vesta. Probably should have had that. A quick shot from DZT knocks him down. 13 seconds on the clock. Case they need to push in. 10 seconds as a flank, but is there going to be enough time to even get the bomb plant at this rate? He's just going to have to push through a smoke. There's no time for the plant. He's just going to be all about the kills, but he can't quite get them. And Void just about stays alive there. DZT.
There you go. A little bit off the countdown, but close enough. Oh, and close enough for those bullets. Waiting a little bit while longer here. 24 seconds left, and the CTs are doing a great job holding them back, at least delaying the inevitable. But yepz and delboNi do find a kill of their own, and from water, the pounce does finally happen here. Nixon finding one of his own. And the bomb already ticking down. A 3v2 situation has come about, and Landon finds a very important kill, and delboNi swings out of short to find one of his own, leaving Nixon in a 1v2. He can pounce all he wants, but I don't think he's going to be getting this one, especially against 2 players. ready to kill him at once, and there you go. Just
They are into the pistols towards B they go, and it's all 5 through Monster, but it's not going to be all 5 potentially going down in Monster here, as 4 of them have been laid to waste. Only DZT remains. Luckily, he's attacking him through short, so he doesn't have to walk over his teammates, but the first kill he gets is on a player trying to smoke. No, he doesn't.
But he body blocks it, so now he's got a little bit of a gap there, and it's going to be unexpected, but that's not even going to be mattering as the kills, they're already going Astralis Talent's way. No need for the surprise gap in the smoke, as the long aggression has been shut down handily. The bomb even poking out as the final terrorist, well, other than yepz, is quite far away, and there you go. After yepz falls, it's all going to be down to delboNi, who, sure, finds the first, but delboNi needs to die fast or decide to save this AK. Let's see which option he goes for. Oh, winning the round? Okay. Okay, KC Sports find the...
Players in towards the bathrooms here. I mean, Void doesn't get flashbanged up, but he's certainly going to get clapped by landing. yepz is there as well, and there's the A defense just gone.
There you go. So 2 players down, some initial frags, and then set up for the after plant. But it looks like the aggression is going to be coming in already. Molotov on default, finding yepz. There we go. That's a good start. 3-on-3 now. No
yeah, that denies the plant as well.
There you go. It's going to be coming in late. So now Altekz is in like a position to get something done here. They didn't expect him to be outstairs already, and he finds the player in front of bank. Gonna leave it all down to Altekz, however, as his backup has died.
He's got to find DZT in the site, and then he'll have to deal with landing, but can't even achieve the first step of that one. So that's just something to consider.
Well, the opening frag once again goes the way of KC Sports. Now, what can Astralis do here to shut them down? The map control already huge. All over the map, it seems. Long here, Void with it all to handle. A 2 versus 1 situation with no backup coming in from A is going to be quite difficult. I think he's going to be counting his lucky stars they threw a molly because... Oh no, no, he's not going to be lucky about those mollies. Straight onto him, of course, leaving him trapped in the corner. What initially seemed like it was holding the terrorists back has become a prison. That's going to be a devastating frag coming in for KC Sports as Astralis Talent whittled down to 3. Vigo has to go huge to equalize the score a little bit. Finds one on to balloons and is actually allowed to fall back. But no, there you go. The op shot connects just in the nick of time. Altekz through long can't quite equalize the situation, and this is starting to look quite hopeless for the Astralis boys.
A lot of dry peaks coming through.
And connecting.
Yeah, and, well, Vesta, he's pushing through a smoke, has collected yepz, who is not allowed to, but has to watch out for landing as well, who's positioned over by short with that AWP, and now left in the 1v1. That flashbang might allow the peak as landing. He gets completely blinded up, but Vesta, he doesn't actually take the fight. 3 kills from in this round, 10 seconds about to come through on the bomb. That means no chance for the round. As he's not on it, he's trying to find the frag. He actually tinks landing up as well.
Possible and definitely doable. Void has the AWP, so no more excuses. Oh my gosh, Altekz and another player going for the aggressive peak, getting 2 frags of their own and then a third. Yeah, let's just focus on Vester getting this nice flank here. The bomb should be good to be going down, but the speedy flank not even going to be needed. Vigo through the smoke, of course. And there you go. Vester, in the end, does find the player exposed very much in the water as he needed to be. He needed to hide from the heaven position, and unbeknownst to him, a player in Monster was trained on his head already. As the bomb will get defused, and this is something of a start for the Danes, right? At least while the lurk player maybe can mop them up, though he does give away his position. Not that much of a lurk here if you're going to be doing that. As A is under attack, but that lurk on toilets seems to be in danger. There you go. Oh, come on, Void. Oh, come on, Void. Okay, he does. They do pick him up in the end, and the attack from long does get shut down. So,
defense off guard. Void leading the charge, hoping to catch a player initially. Well, there's going to be a very, very quick flank coming through. Void and Vigo, they'll pick up one apiece. Nice shot from delboNi, though.
Yeah, the retake is going to be quite crucial here. delboNi has to go huge,
No!
and there he goes! Finds 2, and then the third also just has to stay alive here. Altekz, sure, he picked up a USP, but can he deny the bomb plant? Maybe, finds the first. delboNi, yeah, you needed to find a 4th man there. I'm sorry, man. The
Not
only
often
way
you
your
say
team...
that. Not a strong close on towards these KT Sports players. The initial kill going their way. Oh no, please don't do this, Astralis Talent. delboNi with the pistols is magnificent. 2 quick kills for the deagle. Leaves Vigo all alone. And with 88 HP and AK in his hands, he can still close this round down. No armor for these KT Sports players, but there's just too many of them. There's the first DZT collected. Makes life a little bit easier for him, but Nissim...
They're not good enough for a kill, and, well, Vigo, he's going to watch out there. There you go. Rifles go first. Well, the grenades go first in any sense. Vester flashed on his exit and had 2 players lined up, but didn't pull the trigger. And now the defense getting some nice kills, leaving this in a 2 versus 2, actually, as the reflex are pretty strong. But Landon, prepared with the AWP angle, takes care of Vigo, all down to Void here. Usually has to get the entries. Now the clutch is in his hands, as the smoke will be going down and the bomb right on inside it. But inside the smoke still, Void likes to play the criminal, as it were. Knows there should be someone on short, and that's going to be his window of opportunity. Get the kill, the speedy scope coming in hot, and now the tripwire shot set up toward Monster. He can just set himself up on a wide-ish angle and find the kill. DZT, he tried to now and early on, at least fighting for this short control, and once B short is in their hands, well, after this kill especially, they know if there's a jump spot, at least give them some early info. Decides to go toward Optimus instead, where he should be good for at least 1. There you go. Even throws down a smoke to create some space. And some frags, as it turns out. yepz chiming in as well, leaving Void in a 1v4 situation, but no clutcheroni this time. Overtime.
Yeah.
And they don't want to go on to Dust 2. They know it doesn't spell success if they go there. They're going to be good for some damage from delboNi.
Just keep walking into it.
Yeah, it's just the standard spray toward the tunnel entrance. I don't know why they thought they were safe there, but they do lose a player now. Vigo goes down, and the counter boost also coming in with no information gained, and delboNi, there you go, is patient enough to actually find the frag. Off Astralis Talent at the knees.
Yeah, this looks over. 2v4, 1v4. It's Void all alone. And Cyclops mode, he'll try and find a frag. Knows there's a player over towards Connector. Might be trying to collect onto him, but that is yepz, and he's just going to find the perfect timing as Void starts pushing. So Case, they do...
Is Nissim the only utility player for his team, as they decided to go for a little bit of a B rush here, but Altekz has other plans.
Well, that was 2 very quick kills, followed up by another from his teammate, but Vigo just trying to stay alive for as long as possible. There has a bit of a jump around as the song goes, but very quickly dispatched.
And quite a bit of utility, which they will be dispensing toward long, but the rush is still on, and on the edge of the smoke, the 2 terrorists there make their way and get a very favorable situation against these CTs.
Pulls him back for a second, but it is just a second as now the run boost comes through, and Altekz, he's caught right out in the open. They now know Vigo's in the sight as he takes down DZT, but Nissim Scout is a little bit of a stretch too far for him. Bit of a
Void
grind
up
in there
close.
somewhere.
No AWP in his hands. There's going to be an M4 on this one, as the couple of counter-terrorists trying to take short control just didn't go their way. Didn't have that much utility to dispense in that direction, so they do both fall. But now Nixon trying to even up the score here. Ooh, finds a kill and a dink as well. And that grenade could finish things up. He just has to line it up and misses the timing and the location, but the rest of the CT side will be able to pick them up. It's all down to Landon and delboNi, both on very low HP. The M4 should be strong enough to take care of this one. Let's see how it all plays out, though. There you go, just a 1 versus 2 now for Landon.
With the USPs, as Landon, he pushes forward. He might actually catch the timing, but no. Altekz is going to dome him straight.
Newly flipped double doors should be good for a couple of kills if he tries hard enough, but he moves into the site. Not very expected of them to be both there, but they can't really get much done. I say that, Altekz does find 3. It looked like he was going to be cornered. Well, no, just 2. Either way. The plan should be going through, and 3v3 retake situation will definitely go down to who gets the first frag here and gets the advantage for their team.
For his post-plant position, but 3 players running through the doors. They're a little bit slow, and yepz, he manages 2 through the smoke. Leaving Void just to try and save this AWP. He's going to get chased down. Nice shot on towards delboNi will keep him alive for a little bit longer. And maybe he can find another here. But he's going to go towards the upper tunnel. I think looking for another frag. He's still got players chasing him, though. There we go. Finally deals with yepz. A few chances on that one, but...
KC Sports, they've been able to take long already. Having a player in lower tunnels and T-spawn might be catastrophic.
Before the smoke fades.
There you go. Recovered, but now from Gandalf on the boost, and the elevator boost coming in as well. It's Boost City! As the CTs pick up some frags, only down to Landon and delboNi to rescue this one from the clutches of defeat, but 40 seconds left on the clock, and, well, Landon, he's got an AWP. He needs to find a kill towards shorter. CT or something. Spots out the gun barrel, but that's going to be a bait, as Void was watching the angle anyway. Now delboNi from short. Sure, he knows someone is elevator, but that's going to be the short position a little bit, but T's are onto him. They know it's a dangerous place to be, and the mouse jump does happen there toward the end. Void could have dropped down to safety, but instead stays still and falls to his death as Vester finds 2 quick kills and shuts down this entire attack. What are you doing, Vester? He's stepping up now, finding a 3K in a round that looked pretty lost already. delboNi at least finds 2, but okay, now and Landon finds 1.
That's a huge frag to find.
Plenty of time to plant the bomb. This round may have just slipped through his fingers, as he does have a little bit of utility at least. Should have picked up an AK, but needless to say, he does cover up his footsteps with a shot. Doesn't know Landon could be there and want to keep him guessing.
Nice flashbang, but never mind.
Yeah.
He's a bit of pressure for Astralis Talent. Void might be able to find a frag here. Certainly does. Needs to reset for a second. Does he know there's a second player up close? Doesn't even matter if Landon's going to take him down. But with Vester and Goose, it should be the round 1 here. Nobody's even checking for him, and he has both of those kills dead to rights. So a couple...
Let's see if that transpires, however. Still no damage done with a minute left on the clock, and there you go. Void can't find the unbeat. Nothing decided yet. Let's see if they can hold it.
Well, niko going down instantly. It leaves the B site very, very weak, and they can muster up a couple kills, but it's not really enough by any stretch.
Astralis Talent are, of course, aggressing there. Altekz top tunnels does go down to the IWP of Nissim. Still Vigo here, though, but they do expect him. And it's going to be a dangerous affair to stick around.
Nice kill from Vester, even things up, but Vigo in an aggressive stance towards the B site, can't find anything, and with this split coming in towards B, it's looking like Astralis Talent might concede this final round of the half here. Especially as it's now just Void against 4, and he might be staring into a Void very shortly. As the first delboNi goes down, too many players peeking him at once, though. In case they do
match up here, almost tied up scoreline at the half. All down to the pistol now to see who wins it. Vester on utility duty as Vigo does find a kill. The opening kill, in fact, as Void finds yet another one. This A-take is starting to look scary. Just Landon left. Landon headshots, sure, but how many can you get? 2 is the answer. Still a 2 versus 3 scenario here. Doable for Case, but is it though? Not really. Losing too many.
Do a little bit better than that. Really do need to try and... Great offers by LOOT.BET. Obviously the namesake of the tournament, and Nissim, the namesake are towards his B site right now, but DZT, he's in
smoke.
towards the car. And he could have a seriously sick one-way, which does net him at least one. As his Astralis Talent side, they're getting mopped up as they try and push forward. Void and Vesta, double Vs, left to try and find anything they can for this round, but a 2v5 is surely not even
Doable now.
yeah, it's not even one you consider a winnable round.
Nah, Void just making as much noise as possible so that they actually just push him and he gets the control early. As the CTs have the same idea. Let's see who wins it out, however. Low Molotovs, too strong, two mollies on top of each other. You don't survive those, you don't survive bullets.
And unfortunately, it comes up with you know, 3 Molotovs. Although nice kill for Nixon, he's been able to at least bring it into a 3-on-3 here with a deagle shot that actually collapsed down the B defender. Case they're going to be on the retake here, 3v3 retake required into this fortress, but never mind, they've been able to lay siege and the fire spreads onto Nixon's carcass. delboNi with the AUG. His 2 teammates rotating in through the tunnel, and Landed has now made his presence felt. Vesta, the last man alive, has armor and an AK, and so many hopes and dreams, but they'll remain that. Just hopes and dreams.
A speedy retake there. It was looking so good for the Astralis Talent side. Like, and there you go. Oh, a kill from Landon just toward the end. Was not expected.
30 seconds. They're starting their push in towards A. All 4 players towards short, and yepz. He's going to throw a flashbang to support DZT, who's just going to start farming frags. Gets 2. A lot of damage done to the 3rd as he tries with the P2K to find him through the smoke, but he'll get naded down, dunked on, leaves Nixon all on his lonesome. But unfortunately,
they are on a well, full investment into this one. Not that many grenades to work with, but an entry kill from Vester is going to give them a window into this round. They do expect some presence to be here toward long. However, delboNi, he gets double checked actually, but finds a triple K. Why not? 3 kills there for Case. Well, for delboNi specifically. A monstrous performance. Been traded long ago. Lucky timing going his way. Nissim this time being the impact fragger here on long. He should be anyway, but kind of stops to throw his utility away. That's...
Nixon's looking for this frag. If he can get this, they can push long, but it's such a difficult frag. He's playing it so well from this position. Nissim, he now goes for the fight. Gets one more before being dealt with. And it's all up towards Void, who out in the open has no escape. 15 for Case. And this would be a huge round to pick up, obviously, for the Astralis Talent side. Not only would it prolong the game, but it starts...
Right from the get-go. It gets slightly easier the more you go on, but... This first one is going to be the big, hard one, and already a man down and 2 men down. In fact, now that yepz has cleared long somewhat, gains information as well. So the CT rotate, yeah, it's so strong. There's 4 players here already, Dan. What can they possibly do as they attack? And, well, the 2 players swinging from Goose and Sight, that's going to be the 16th.